Hello all, welcome to my channel Impart and Imbibe. In the last three videos, we have seen how to prepare final account, how to prepare trading account, how to prepare profit and loss account, what is balance sheet, and how do we make postings in these three accounts, what all things are included in trading account, what all things are included in profit and loss account, and what all things are included in balance sheet. Now we know how to solve any question related to final account. So in this video, I will be solving one question and to make sure that the concept is clear to you. So let's come to question now. This is the question. Following are the balances extracted from the books of Manish Gupta on 31st March 2019. So these are the balances which are extracted from the books of Manish Gupta. We can see we have capital, drawings, plant and machinery, delivery vehicles, sundry debtors, sundry creditors, purchases, sales, wages, cash at bank, salaries, repairs, stock on 1st April, rent, manufacturing expenses, bills payable, bad debts, carriage. We will also check for additional information. We have to prepare trading profit and loss account and balance sheet as at 31st March 2019 after following the adjustments. These are the items not mentioned in the trial balance. So it will have two entries. We know we have seen in my previous videos, and if you haven't seen that, you can check in the link I have shared in the description below so that you know it better before you come to this video. Now, depreciate plant and machinery 10%, delivery vehicle 15%, unpaid rent amount to 500. Once we will go through the question, we will see what all things are there so that you can do the postings very easily. We will come back. We know in trading account, we write opening stock, purchases, purchase return, sales return. These things we know. So it's there in the back of our mind. So we'll check for those things first. Even if you don't want to check for those, you know what things are posted there. You know capital will be posted in the balance sheet. So you will just move to balance sheet and write capital in the inner column, because you know that there will be certain adjustment which will make to capital. Okay, we'll come to drawing. Drawing is in the uh, it will lead to reduction in capital. So drawings will be subtracted from the capital. So again, in the balance sheet where you have written drawings, you will subtract this 7 lakh from, 7,000 from capital. That was the amount of drawing, 7,000. Again, plant and machinery, you will just write it in the asset side. Again, you know in the asset side, we write fixed assets first and then we write current assets. So plant and anything, any fixed asset which will be written before plant and machinery will be land and building if there is any, but we cannot see that in the trial balance or in additional information. So plant and machinery will be written first in the balance sheet of Manish Gupta. We will write 1,20,000 in the inner column because there may be some depreciation. Yes, depreciation is there at the rate 10%. This depreciation will be written in the debit side of the profit and loss account and also in the balance sheet. So again, when you check in balance sheet, machinery less 10% depreciation, and in profit and loss account you can just write somewhere plant and machinery at the rate 10% depreciation. Closing stock in the balance sheet and also in the trading account. So you just write in the trading account and balance sheet, closing stock and closing stock. It will be somewhere here because you know fixed assets first, current assets later. Okay. Then delivery vehicle again will be written in the balance sheet after plant and machinery, and we will provide 15% depreciation. Delivery vehicle is 26,000, 15% depreciation, and same depreciation will be also written in profit and loss account. Now, sundry debtors in the asset side, sundry creditors in the liability side, purchases in the trading account. We will see if there is any purchase return. No, there's no purchase return. So purchases in the debit side of the trading account, sales in the credit side of trading account, wages in the debit side of trading account. We can check if there is any other information related to wages like we had in previous question. No, no additional information. So wages in the debit side of trading account, cash at bank, again asset side towards the end, salaries. This is indirect expenses in the profit and loss account, repairs, indirect expenses, profit and loss account, stock on 1st April. This is opening stock in the trading account, rent 4500. Again, it is an expense, profit and loss account, manufacturing expense. So it is direct expense. It is related to manufacturing of goods or procurement of goods. So it will come in the trading account as 1500. Bills payable, like we saw in my previous video, bills receivable. This is bills payable. We need to pay these bills in the simple term you can understand. Again, I will be discussing bills receivable and bills payable in the chapter bills of exchange in the later videos. So bills payable is like a liability to us because we have to pay this bill. So in the liability side, current liabilities, bad debts, again we have to write as a expenses in the profit and loss account. Since it is inside the trial balance only once, we have to make the entry carriage. Now there can be two type of carriage: when you bring the goods to the business and when you uh, send the goods outside the business, or when you make sales. So carriage is uh, that charge which is which can be incurred twice. But since it is not mentioned, it is carriage inward or carriage outward, so we will consider it to be carriage inward, and any carriage inward will be written or will be treated as a direct expense and will be written in the trading account, not in the profit and loss account. In carriage outward, if it is mentioned, it will be written in profit and loss account. That's all. We know what postings were. We have already done those postings. Closing stock in the trading account and in the balance sheet. Plant and machinery depreciation, profit and loss account, unpaid rent. Unpaid rent will be, since rent is mentioned, 3500, unpaid rent will be like outstanding rent. So 500 will be added to profit and loss account, and also since it is unpaid rent, it will be treated like a liability. So it will be written in the liability side of the balance sheet. We have seen and we know where these amount and these accounts will go: trading account, profit and loss account, and asset. Now we will write in. So opening stock we have written, purchases we have written, manufacturing expenses we have written, wages we have written, carriage we have written, sales, closing stock. We have calculated what is gross profit by posting these things in the trading account. Gross profit will come to the balancing figure. This side was more, this side was less, so gross profit came. Gross profit is 10,900. It will be shifted here in the profit and loss account. We are solving it together. Trading and PL account, I'm solving in one page. So it came here. All indirect expenses which can be seen in the question will come here. We have checked for it: salaries, repairs, rent. There was unpaid rent of 500. Bad debts was there. Depreciation was there. 10% and 15%. 10% on machinery, 15% on delivery vehicle. So this depreciation twice entry, because this information this was outside the trial balance. So twice the entry will be made, once in profit and loss account and once in balance sheet. So when we calculate this, we see credit side is more than debit side. It means that our expenses more than our income. It means our business is not making profit, there is net loss for the business. So the balancing figure will be net loss. It comes to 24,900. Now coming to balance sheet. Fixed assets, we have written plant and machinery asset side, less 10% depreciation. Now the value of machinery will be 1,08,000. Delivery vehicle 26,000 less 15% depreciation. Value of delivery vehicle will be 22,100. Current assets, closing stock 16,000, sundry debtors 36,000, cash at bank 26,000. In the order of liquidity, fixed asset first, current assets later. We have written it. Coming to liability side, capital, there was drawing, less drawings, and there was net loss. So as profit is added, net loss will be subtracted. So we will subtract net loss. Coming to current liabilities, there were sundry debtors, sundry creditors, bills payable, and unpaid rent. This unpaid rent twice entry we have done because it was outside the trial balance. So unpaid rent once here and once it was written in profit and loss account. So total both the side it will be 2,08,100 and both the side will come equal. It means the question we have solved it correctly. So once again I will reiterate, this was the question. We will check. You can solve it first trading account and profit and loss account and balance sheet also, and you can post the entry directly also so that it is easy for you. You will just check, go through the question once. You will read the question. The question sets in your mind, and you can solve it, like solve the entry one by one, taking into consideration capital. You just post where it is to be posted. Drawings, you will just post where it is to be posted. Plant and machinery, you will check if there is any depreciation, and then you will post where it is to be posted. And this way you will follow the pattern, and you can easily and in minimal time can solve this question. So here I will end this chapter of final account. I have explained this in great detail and in a very simple language so that you understand it and you can solve many more questions. If you have any doubt, you can definitely write in the comment box. I will come back to you. And that's all for now. In the next video, I will be talking about bills of exchange. So have a nice day and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.